Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We will begin our opening ceremony soon, so sit back and relax as there are plenty of exciting and engaging activities that will be held throughout this ceremony. For your information, this opening ceremony will be broadcasted live via Graduan Connect and Facebook Live at our page, MMU Career Fair, Cyberjaya Campus. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam sejahtera and a very good morning.
Yang berbahagia, Profesor Dr. Wong Eng Kiong, the Vice President of Student Experience and Entrepreneurship Development.
Mr. Brian Yap Yi Kwong, the Director of Multimedia University Career Fair 2022.
Ms. Shirin Olik and Ms. Azrina Muhammad Noor, the distinguished speakers.
Faculty deans, MMU staff, representatives of sponsors, partners and exhibitors, Multimedia University Career Fair 2022 Committee, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Multimedia University Career Fair 2022. My name is Shahril Nizam.
And my name is Puvilashni Sugendran.
And we will be your Masters of Ceremony for today. So, hi Puvi.
Hello, Shahril.
How are you today?
I am good. I am feeling excited and pumped up for the ceremony for today. How are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm same also lah, right? Because actually, to be honest, I'm so excited because I've been waiting this event for the one whole year since last year, you know.
Since last year,
yeah,
exactly.
since last year. And to be frankly speaking, I would say this career fair would be my third time of my involvement in this event. Yeah, so the first time I was back in 2018 where I become the technical committee inside the event, and then in 2019 I came back as the personal assistant for this one company in MMU Career Fair. That was a physical one before the COVID-19 at the Wantun Chancellor, and this year I came back in this hybrid mode
as
at
an
the
MC
FCA studio as the MC, and I'm so glad to be your partner for today.
Fun fact, Shahril, this is actually also my third year participating in MMU Career Fair as
Really?
part of the organizing committee. Yes, and this year I am beyond happy to be MCing together
Oh my
with
God,
you.
thank you so much. I feel the same too.
All right. So
Alright.
for those who have not participated in our previous MMU Career Fair, I think we should share a thing or two about MMU Career Fair in general and what can the audience or the viewers or the participants expect from this event.
Sure. I think I'll just read this for a while. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, MMU Career Fair is an annual event conducted by the own MMU students themselves that offers various opportunities across different industries for employers to engage with potential employees to join their companies. Besides that, there will be forum sessions, resume clinics, career talks, interview sessions, and lucky draws during the event. Yeah, so that's, I would say, a short introduction about MMU Career Fair. Okay.
Right.
So actually, ladies and gentlemen, and also Puvi, it's not only two of us here today in this studio. So basically, we have also two of our distinguished gentlemen seated next to us. So if you can see on your screen right now, towards my left or on your right is two distinguished gentlemen seated next to us. So do you know who are they, Puvi?
I think, Shahril, you should actually introduce them to the
Yeah.
audience.
Sure. So, all right. Seated right next to me is our Vice President of Student Experience and Entrepreneurship Development, Professor Dr. Wong Eng Kiong. So, good morning, Prof. K. How are you?
Morning, good. Thank you.
Good, huh? Okay, so I think it's still not too late to wish you a happy Chinese New Year.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah.
So maybe you can share a little bit with us, like how was your celebration during last week, during the holiday?
Yeah, actually this year we were lucky, and then we at last we have the chance to meet up and then get a family reunion going.
Right.
So it was.
It goes well lah. Okay,
It
so
goes
yeah,
well
I think because last year we all got COVID, and then finally this year we can meet up. Even I get myself, I can go back to my hometown, even though I didn't celebrate the Chinese New Year, but we actually can go back to meet our families and friends, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All
So-
right, thank you so much, Prof.
Thank you so
EK.
much, Prof.
Thank you
EK.
so much, Prof. Right, so Sharil and
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman next to Prof. EK, by the way, is none other than the director of MMU Career Fair 2022, Mr. Brian Yapbi Kwong, who is sitting there ever so handsome, actually. Right, so how are you feeling today, Mr. Brian?
Hi, Puvi. I'm feeling fantastic as
It's
I've
good
been
to
waiting
hear.
for this day so long.
Right, that is amazing, Mr. Brian. Right, so like Sharil mentioned previously, I hope it's not too late to wish you happy Chinese New Year. So tell us, how was your Chinese New Year celebration?
First off, thank you for wishing me a happy Chinese New Year, Shahril Puvi.
You're
Also, thank you,
welcome.
Prof.
You're
EK, for
welcome.
attending the ceremony today.
Welcome.
So, for my experience, I would say that my Chinese New Year was quite fast, and I had to came back to MMU to prepare for this event. But for the short time I had in my hometown, Penang, I had a lot of good food. I spent quality and precious time with my family and friends, and I'm very grateful that for this Chinese New Year, I get the chance to experience all of that.
Right, thank you so much, Mr. Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, what is Chinese New Year celebration without good food? Thank you so much for sharing, Mr. Brian.
Yeah, and also Mr. Brian shared just now that he actually just take his short time to celebrate because his passion and determination towards this event that he has to contribute a lot.
We have a
Yeah,
dedicated,
director, I would say.
who sacrificed his Chinese New Year just so he can make sure MMU Career Fair is well executed, so the audience or the participants can actually reap all the benefits.
Exactly.
Right, so let's
exactly.
not waste more time, shall we?
All right, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, to start off with our event this morning, let us hear some words from our wonderful director, Mr. Brian Yap Yi Kwong, who's looking very good this morning, I would say. So, Mr. Brian, without further ado, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Shahril. Thank you, Puvi. Thank you, Prof. EK, for the applause. So, for my side, I would say a very big thank you for our participating companies, our participants, as well as our viewers for today. I would say that MMU Career Fair is made by the students for the students. As you all know, unemployment is a big issue that fresh graduates these days face, and I hope that by organizing this event, we can help push students further beyond, and we'll get them employed whenever they are cultured and readied by MMU. So for my experience in this event, our team, we have recruited 30 companies, and we have selected the best out of best for our students. And for the participating companies, rest assured, our students and MMU talents are always top notch, and we are proud of our quality students.
Very delightful speech indeed to start off the day. Thank you once again, Mr. Brian. So since we've heard what Mr. Brian has to say about this year's MMU Career Fair, I think we should pass the floor to Prof. EK to share a thing or two, as well as his expectations for this year's Career Fair. Back to you, Prof.
Okay, thank you. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning. Yang dihormati Dr. Ong Jin Wei, Director of ACE, Puan Sri, Director of Student Affairs, and of course Mr. Brian Yap, Director of Multimedia University Career Fair 2022, all the management committee, deans and staff, representative of sponsors, partners and exhibitors. Most importantly, Career Fair 2022 organizing committees, thank you for all your dedication and sacrifice. Distinguished speaker, Ms. Shireen, thank you for coming. First and foremost, I would like to take the opportunity to welcome everyone to the MMU Career Fair 2022. Since its beginning in many years back, the Career Fair has reached out to a target member of people, and it has since played a critical role in many students' career planning and development. It is common that university takes career planning and employment prospects of the students and graduate very seriously. As one of the leading university in Malaysia, the employability of MMU students is treated as a priority that sits alongside both groundbreaking research and also world-class teaching. And over the past year, we have invested heavily in time, in institution restructuring, additional staffing, and new resources to deliver extraordinary services to our students and building good relationship with our employer. And now we have a unit called Career Connect that is dedicated for this purpose only. Okay. I'm honored to say that our investment on creating career opportunities results in major impact on the success of our students who are continuously securing higher levels of quality of work experience, graduate level work, and higher studies. This aspect not only improves the graduate prospect, but also leads to increase in number of national and international awards presented to our graduates. In MMU, we continue to develop and prepare our students to be industry ready through Industry Handshake Program, IHP, internship, and Industry Link FYP. And this year, we are also looking for industry or company partners to work on industry cadetship. So industry cadetship is a new framework of which we combine IHP, FYP, and also internship, plus involvement of our students with the company so that we expose them to the company's value and culture through either involving our students in company CSR or through company's annual events, and even to introduce the company culture or introductory training module to the students as early as their penultimate year studies. So with this, the students will be more exposed to the company culture, specific company culture, and then they become more ready on the first day when they are being employed. Okay, I'm very happy and proud to say that our students has continued the tradition of organizing this career fair, and this is for the purpose for the main objectives is to help those graduating students to be exposed to all the potential jobs in the market, and also be exposed to all the techniques and all the resume, the interview skills that will be being presented during these few days. So aside from that, many thanks to all the staff and relevant department of the university in involving the organizing this event. And finally, I want to congratulate the organizing committee once again for the dedication and for the sacrifice and the hard work that you put in, especially during this very volatile and uncertain period. So I pray that this event will continue and maintain its standard to which the future career fair events will look upon with more great respect and admiration. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Professor Dr. Wong In Kyong for a very delightful, wonderful, and insightful speech just now. All right. So I hope, ladies and gentlemen, you can take some key takeaways from the speech just now from both our event director as well as Prof. K, our VIP for today. All right. So Puvi.
Yes, Cheryl.
I think an event is not complete without a launching gimmick, isn't it?
Yes, an official launch. I absolutely agree.
All right. So without further ado, to fulfill this part, I think we would like to invite once again Professor Dr. Wong In Kyong to come to the front and to officiate the Multimedia University Career Fair 2022. So please welcome.
Right, Cheryl.
Yes.
So I think you should explain to the audience how exactly he's going to officiate the ceremony.
Sure. So basically, if you can see, Mr. Brian, our director, is holding the iPad on his hand, and what Prof. K should do is just put your hands on top of the iPad screen.
I
We will do it in a count of 3 together.
All
Shall
right.
we, Puvi?
We shall.
All right, so in the count of 3,
3,
2, 1.
ladies and gentlemen, MMU Career Fair 2022 has officially begun.
Yay! Woo! Alright, that's a good one. That's a good one. I think the video just now is also very good. The editing that has been made by our own
Our
committee
team,
members.
of course.
Yes, alright. Okay. So, Puvi, I have another question. Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
sure.
thank you so much to Prof. Ike and also Mr. Brian for completing the gimmick, the official gimmick launching of MMU Career Fair 2022.
Very
alright?
exciting, wasn't it?
Yes. Okay, so I think I have a question to you, Puvi, right?
Go ahead.
So, do you know who are our official partners, or maybe you can specify one partner of our event, MMU Career Fair.
All right, actually,
2022.
we have two official partner, but I think I know which partner that you are about to mention. It is none other than Grad One.
Yes, correct. And Grad One, if you are watching us right now, we are streaming on two platforms, which are on Facebook Live as well as Grad One Connect live stream. And also, actually, to move on to the next part, we are going to watch a video that is prepared simply, short and sweet by Grad One, our official partner. So without further ado, let us together watch the video prepared by Grad One.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, a video from Grad One. Right,
Yes.
Sharil?
Yes.
See, after all these back-to-back videos and speeches, don't you think it's about time we loosen up our muscles a little?
Yeah, so we have been going to a lot of serious stuff just now, right? So why don't we, I think we can play some game, isn't it?
Yes, that is in
Okay.
fact possible. We
Why
shall
not?
pass it over to the publicity team to conduct an exciting game session for the audience. So publicity team, if you are ready, this session is yours.
All right, so firstly, thank you to the MCs. I love you guys. All right, so my name is Dave, and I'm the assistant head of publicity. And together with me, over here, as you can see, is my head, my boss, Satvika.
Hi guys, welcome to the game session. So, we want you to chill for a little bit. So, we are here with you for that. So, we are here to give you a little bit of a chill pill.
Yep. So the thing is, we are also students in MMU, so we definitely understand if you guys get bored and people just talk and talk and talk, and that is why we are here to entertain you guys.
Exactly.
All right. So the thing is, right, Sadhu, I was not briefed on what to do. So can you just tell us what do we have in store for the people watching us today?
Okay, that's a good question. We are going to play a game. So, I am going to tell 4 riddles, and you guys have to type the answers in the chat box below. You guys will be given 30 seconds.
That actually sounds very easy.
Yes, it does.
Quite easy. But Sadhu, would you actually do it?
I wouldn't actually. I mean, what would I gain from that, right?
Exactly. Like, we wouldn't usually do it if there's no prize, right? So there has to be a prize.
Exactly.
What is the prize, Sadhu?
Okay, I'm very excited for that one because the winners will be getting Touch and Go e-wallet cash that is worth 25 ringgit.
25.
Yes,
25.
25.
25 ringgit.
That's a lot.
Oh my god, I could do so much with 25 ringgit, guys. Like,
Exactly.
I could buy food and more food
And more food.
and more food.
And more food. So, but then it also can cover your delivery fees, guys.
Actually, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
At current times, right, delivery fees is like sky high. This would be so
Exactly.
helpful.
It's like $10, you know, literally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So anyway, since there's sort of a time limit for us, Sadhu, why don't we get on with the questions?
That's a good one. So guys, before that, I want to remind you guys will be given 30 seconds to answer the question. So getting on to the first riddle. So it says that they are academic expert. They should have excellent presentation skills, and they may also conduct research from time to time. So who do you guys think that is? So it could be a job or a career. So you guys have 30 seconds to answer it now.
Okay, so, I just want to let you guys know that you guys don't have to worry about anything because we have someone who will be watching the answers and letting us know if you guys get the answers right. Okay, so go ahead and start filling in your answers. All right?
Okay, so
And
do you want to take a guess?
You want me to guess?
Yeah, I want you to
Actually,
guess.
I do want to guess because I want to know if I can get the 25 ringgit. You see, so let's just give it a go. Okay.
Okay.
So you said something about research.
Yes.
You said something about. You said
Academic
something
expert.
about. What is it again?
Academic expert.
Academic expert.
They have amazing presentation skills.
Amazing presentation skills.
Yes.
All right. Actually, we have a winner. Oh my God. Okay. So we
Oh,
just
we
got
do?
in our first winner
Okay.
from the Facebook platform.
Nice.
If I'm not mistaken, his name is Muhammad Faris.
Okay.
From the Facebook platform. So let's give him a virtual. Hold on, yeah.
Okay.
No, I think it's just Faris. It's Faris from Facebook platform again.
All
Yep.
right.
So virtual round of applause to Mr. Faris. Do not worry because we will contact you and pass you your prize.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Congratulations, Faris.
Okay, so why don't we go on to the next question?
Wait, before that, I want to tell you the answer. I guess all of you are still curious about what
Actually,
the
that's
answer
true.
is. So the answer for the first riddle is lecturer. Wasn't that easy?
Actually, that's quite easy. I don't know why did I think of it. It's so
Yeah,
easy.
Exactly. So
Okay.
let's get on to our second riddle.
Sure, sure.
So
Let's go.
it sounds like they are accurate and detail oriented. They should be good at numbers, and this job requires additional certification. So your 30 seconds starts now.
Okay, again, since you guys are trying, I want to try. Okay, this
Okay.
time was a very bad attempt. Okay, let me just put it out there. You said additional certification.
Yes.
You said, what's the other thing again? Sorry.
Detail oriented
Detail oriented. And what's the other thing?
and good with numbers.
Good with numbers.
Yes.
Good with
Do you
numbers.
have anything in mind?
Good with numbers.
Not along, you know. No.
I was going to say along.
No, not along. No.
Good with numbers.
Mhm. Not along.
Okay, I have no idea actually. Do you want to give any other hints? Maybe the name of the certification or something?
Maybe ACCA.
Actually, wait, hold on. Okay, someone actually got the answer. We actually have a second winner.
Nice.
All right, so give it up for Syrup Ice from the Facebook platform. Virtual round of applause again to you because
Congratulations.
you'll be getting 25 ringgit from Touch
You
and Go
can do a
e-wallet.
lot with that. Congrats.
Yep. So again, do not worry because we will once again contact you guys and pass the gift to you guys. So don't
Yes.
worry about that. We're not going to run away with your money, though we want to.
Though we want to.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Next
Okay.
question.
Before that, the answer is accounting. So,
Actually, no, that makes sense.
yeah, it
That
makes sense, right? Okay. Let's get on to our third riddle. So, this is a company, guys. The third and fourth riddle is a company. So, I'm going to get on with that. So, they
Company.
form
Company.
as, yeah, they are a company.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So,
Company.
they form as a merger of two companies. Their favorite color is blue, and they are professional firms who offer tax and audit services. Do you want to take a guess?
Favorite color blue.
Yeah. Not MMU.
I was going to go with MMU.
Yeah, not MMU. No.
What company is this got favorite color? What? Blue color.
What's your color? What's your favorite color?
My color is red. My favorite color is red. Okay.
Ah,
But company with blue color.
blue.
Okay.
Take a guess.
Okay. You know what? It's okay. Let me just go on with a bunch of blue logo companies and
Okay.
we'll just try. Okay.
Okay.
HP.
No, it's not. No.
Dell.
No, it's too far from that.
Oh my God. Okay, you tell me the closeness using hot and cold. Okay.
Okay, I can give you a clue.
Oh, okay. Actually, that's better.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay.
A clue?
So this company is one of the big four companies.
Big Four.
Yeah, does
Big
that ring
Four.
a bell?
Yes. Obviously, thank you, Sadhu, because you just shortlisted to just 4 companies. I'm sure we can get someone from the audience to get that.
Okay.
Just 4 companies, guys. I may accidentally slip out the right answer, so
You did?
yeah, because I think I already know what it is.
Don't.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can give you another clue.
Actually, wait. We don't need a clue because they're actually pretty good. Someone actually got it without the clue.
Great, that's amazing.
The person's name is Ilham Farisa from the Facebook platform.
Congratulations, Ilham.
Alright, congratulations. Once again, you'll be getting 25 ringgit touch and go e-wallet. I am low-key jealous. Sadhu's also jealous.
Yeah, I would want that as well.
But yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll contact you and let you know how you're going to get the money. Alright, no problem.
Okay, so and the answer, I want to give you the answers as well. The answer is KPMG. There, okay?
KPMG?
Yeah, KPMG.
I actually got that. I actually knew that.
No, you didn't.
I knew that.
You're lying.
knew
Didn't know. Okay, let's get on to our last riddle, guys. This is your last chance to win your 25 ringgit. So the fourth riddle is, they're one of the largest global banking and financial service providers, and they were first established in China, and they provide many financial services. So who do you think the company is? Your 30 seconds starts now.
I'm going to give it a go again, okay?
Again.
I'm going to do justice this time. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
Oh, let's see. Okay.
You said banking.
Yes, I said banking.
You said China.
Yes, China.
What's the other thing you said?
And I said many financial services. I can give you a clue.
No, I got it. I'm very sure I got it.
You sure
Hey,
about that?
to the audience, if I help you guys, you better belanja me, okay? You better treat me with the money you get.
No, don't blunder him.
Okay, I'm going to go with Hong Leong.
Okay.
Hong Leong Bank.
Mm-hmm.
No?
No, it's not.
It's not Hong Leong Bank?
No, maybe you need that clue.
Okay, fine, go ahead.
Okay.
Give me the clue.
Okay.
Well, for me.
No, it doesn't.
Audience, you guys can go ahead and try.
Yeah.
Banking, China, headquarters in Singapore.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll give you
Few more seconds more.
we'll give you a few more seconds
Yeah.
to give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
Alright?
Come on, guys. It's
You
not
guys
that
can do this.
hard.
And it's 25 ringgit, guys.
Yeah.
Just go Google. I'm giving you guys tips, okay? Sorry.
He's a bad influence, I promise you that.
Quick.
Come on, guys. You got it. It's a bank, guys.
Yeah.
It's a bank.
Do you have
I
any
just
other
shortlisted it for you. It's a
do you have-
bank.
do you have any other clues though? In case like this doesn't work.
I just give 2 clues already.
Okay, fine. We'll just wait a
It's a
little bit
bank,
more.
guys, and they're participating in MMU Career Fairs event. Yeah, they're one of the companies. That's another clue I give you.
Okay,
do
you know
wanna
what?
go? Do
You know what?
what?
We got a winner.
Who?
We got a winner.
Amazing. Who?
We got a
Finally.
winner. Okay, I just got notified from the team. We got a winner. His name is Lim Zikang from the Facebook platform. So,
Congratulations to you. 3 clues.
I told you guys to Google. You may have Googled. You
No,
may
no,
have used
not
my
him.
tips.
No, buy me things. Don't
You
give
should
him
buy me the
anything.
gift, okay? My
Okay.
Instagram is D3V
Oh,
NADTHAN _. Okay?
Forget
So-
what he just said earlier. Okay, guys, that is it. That's all the riddles that we have. So we have 4 winners. Congratulations to them. And that is all from us. We are so sad to leave you guys because our session has come to an end.
Yep, and the thing is, it's sad because I know you guys are going to miss us.
Yeah.
We will miss you guys too.
We
But
will.
don't worry, if you guys want more opportunities to win better prizes, then don't forget to tune in for our closing ceremony.
Lucky
Water slides,
and staycations.
staycations, electronics.
I think that's enough.
Okay, that's
Then there's
enough.
no
That's
more.
enough of a teaser for you guys. Lah.
Yes.
So make sure you guys tune in to our closing ceremony, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you,
So,
guys. That's
till
all
then-
from us.
Yep, that is all from me, Deva, and Satvika. Peace out.
Peace out. Thank you, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go, Team Publicity. Thank you so much, Deva and Satvika, for conducting such an exciting game
Right.
session for all of us. And you heard them. There's actually plenty more games and prizes, so be sure to stay tuned
Yes.
with MMU Career Fair. And Congratulations to all the
Congratulations to all the
winners. The
winners,
riddles
right.
were kind of tough, actually.
Yeah, and I think they deserve to win that RM25 ringgit, right? Because
Exactly.
I think I want if I were to won that prize, that there are a lot of things that I could buy. I can
So
buy
much we had that RM25 with me right now. I would get myself some breakfast because I am starving.
Oh really? You
Haven't
haven't
had
taken
my
your breakfast yet?
Nope.
Same lah.
Nanti
same lah.
belanja kan?
We'll see. We'll see how. We'll see how. All right. Okay. So, Puvi,
Yes,
I
Shahril?
think we have done with the game session. We have done with all the speeches. So I think we have come to the part where I think I'm very excited for this part,
And
I
why
have
is
been
that?
waiting this for all day long. You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so enlighten us. What session is this?
Okay, so basically, it's finally. I think it's quite relatable to us. You know, during this pandemic time, it's regarding the prioritizing mental health at work, selfish or self-care.
Wow, are you serious? That's the
Ah.
topic?
Yeah, I think selfish, self-care. It sounded almost the same, but
Still very far.
yeah, still very far.
Still very far.
All right, so I think for now, to move on with the session, we can pass it on to one of our committee members in MMU Career Fair, which is also our host for this forum session. And with that being said, without further ado, Rahmat Al-Aziz, the stage is yours.
Thank you, MCs, for the welcoming. Good morning and welcome everyone to the first sharing session of Career Fair 2022. My name is Rahmat and I will be your speaker for today's sharing session. Our topic for today's session is, again, prioritizing mental health, selfish or self-care. And we will be joined by two speakers. Let me introduce you to the first speaker, which is Ms. Azrina binti Muhammad Noor, a PhD student in management and also a lecturer here in MMU. She specializes in change management and also a certified trainer who has trained SLIM programs under MMU and other corporate companies. Our next speaker is Ms. Shirin Oleg. She is an author and a board clinical psychologist who focuses on the application of CBT, or the full term, Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, and mindfulness in order to help patients dealing with psychological concerns. Now, let's begin with a question. Ms. Shirin, as a certified clinical psychologist, how would you describe what mental health is?
Great question. So to start off with, mental health is basically how we're feeling, how we are acting, how we are thinking. And all of this is going to affect how we perceive our abilities, so our strengths, our weaknesses, and of course, how we deal with daily stresses. So all of us have mental health. It's important for us to start becoming aware of how we are responding to our mental health.
Now, moving on to you, Ms. Azrina. I assume you have dealt with a lot of issues surrounding mental health, especially being both a lecturer and a student here in MMU. So can you share with us your thoughts on the importance of taking care of our mental health?
Thank you very much. I've always said this to my students and also to my fellow colleagues and a lot of my friends also. I think when it comes to mental health, the most important thing is you yourself, you've got to take care of yourself because no one will actually take care of yourself. And you've got to find ways on how to ensure that you're mentally stable. Now, going back to the word mental health, I believe, Ms. Shireen, mental health has always had a very negative connotation. You know, the minute people actually mention mental health, they think that you're psychotic or you're loose up there. Like physical health, spiritual health, emotional health. The only thing, correct me if I'm wrong, it's whether it's positive or it's negative or whether it's on the right continuum or not. Right, so yeah, mental health is important, and as a student, as a postgraduate student, as an academic, as a person who deals with hundreds of students every semester, I think it's very, very important that I look after my own mental health as well as people around me.
Thank you very much, Ms. Azreen. Now, speaking of the importance of mental health, right? Ms. Shirin, I believe you recently published a book about abandonment issues called Healing the Abandoned Child, a book on surviving childhood trauma and healing. So maybe you can share with us how important it is for mental health, for employees to take healing seriously, especially about their mental health.
Great question. So with employees, the thing that happens here is, of course, we're in an organization, we're looking at how can we best play our part in that organization. But if you're not looking at your own mental health, you're going to feel tired. You are going to get, a lot of people get very scared when they hear the word mental health, right? They go to the extreme of it. That definitely can be a factor. Mental health can be quite extreme. But at the same time, we have to look at if we take care of our mental health, just like physical health, it's not going to get to the point where we need hospitalization or extreme medication. The key of it is really looking at how we can consistently focus on mental health without feeling that stigma. And by talking about it, we definitely reduce that stigma. But in a work setting, who's about their mental health? So if you're an employee looking for that foot in the door, right? How do I bring this up? Talk to your HR about it. Talk to your supervisor about it. Because a lot of times companies do want to help their employees. They're just not sure how do we get that talk going. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Shirin. Now, speaking about how employees can take care of their own mental health, right? Let's say if it's personal, where the employees have to depend on themselves in order for them to heal themselves if they have any issues about their mental health. How should employees take care of their mental health at work without the help of their employers?
Personally, I'm not sure whether I'm actually doing it right, but what I've been doing is, number one, I have a circle of friends. Right, I have a circle of friends who are very positive as well, and we are always there for one another. So it always helps to talk it out first. Second thing that I do is I exercise. I exercise regularly, so I'm very much privileged to live. I'm around green area, in a very green area where I can have, I can go for walks at the lake. I can take a jog, right? I can go for a jog. So I think that's very, very important. So the other thing that I do is deep breathing. I have been in very, very stressful situations before this. And one of the things that I do feel is really good is deep breathing exercises. I took up yoga, so that's the other thing that I've done. But talking, being with friends, being with your loved ones, and talking it out actually helps.
To take care of our own physical health and spending time with our loved ones. Now, speaking of spending time with our loved ones and our own self in terms of exercising, Ms. Shirin, is it selfish for us to use the case of taking care of our mental health, as in, is it selfish for us to use it as an excuse?
So if we really look at that word selfish, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean? It just means I'm putting my needs first before I put your needs first. And if we're looking at mental health from that point of view, am I being selfish if I say, hey, I need a break, there's too much going on, I can't cope? Well, then be selfish. Let's change that word around, because a lot of times in society, when someone says, oh, you're being selfish, we go, oh no, I don't want to be known as selfish, I want to be that nice person, right? But sometimes being nice for others is you not being nice to yourself. So if we can focus on, perhaps sometimes you have to be selfish for yourself, because that means, and to take a break doesn't mean you're lazy or you're not motivated. It means that we all need to recharge, right? Just like how our batteries, our phones, they need to get recharged, we need to do that for ourselves too.
Thank you, Ms. Shirin. Now, summarizing what was said just now, correct me if I'm wrong. Self-care is about prioritizing yourself first so that you can fulfill the needs of others, especially in a working environment. That is very important because you are going to be working with other people. And if you're not feeling yourself, then it's going to affect the work quality of your own work and maybe even group works, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Ms. Azrina, talking about self-care and mental health at work, right? Next question will be about what would happen to an employee if she or he does not care about his own mental health and only focus on work? As in, the youngsters would call it grinding without stopping.
Well, I think if that were to happen, and I've seen it happen many, many times, you're just going to spiral. You know, it's going to get, you will burn out, right? You will burn out, and when you are already burned out, you're definitely not going to be able to perform. And once you've actually fallen, it's going to be very difficult for you to pick up and, start again. Right? And this negative feeling will go on and on and on. And it is a very, very vicious cycle. So taking care of mental health, as what Ms. Shireen actually said, starts from you. And at the workplace, there's no such thing as what happens at home, what happens at the office, and the two do not mix. It does, because your mental state, your state of mind actually affects how you are. Working environment, it's going to affect everything, right? It's going to affect everything. So yeah, it's interrelated. You can't take them apart.
You know, you're actually right, because let's talk about the term you used just now. What's at our house stays at our house, and what happens in our office stays in our office. You know, that term. Let's imagine a hypothetical situation where this employee, he is not in a very stable financial state, but at the same time, if he does not work and grind for the maybe promotion or extra incentive, he will ultimately cause his financial stability to fall even worse, right? So, Ms. Shirin, what advice would you give to this employee where he's facing this dilemma between working extra hours, or should he take care of his own mental health?
Well, mental health has to be the focus, because even if he's working that extra hours to make more money, he's going to burn out. It's not sustainable because he's already on edge, right? So the mindset should be, hey, if I slow down just a little bit, that's actually going to help me recharge to take on more. But when you've already have so much on your plate, you're not going to be able to consistently take on more and do a good job at it. So that's where mistakes come in, that's where people start to get cranky. And of course, in an office setting, once you start to be snappy with your colleagues, with your bosses, that reflects poorly on you. So you might be the person hustling and leaving the office, the last one out of the office, but generally, what about people skills? What about your attention to detail? And all of that definitely goes down when your mental health is not at its best.
Thank you, Ms. Shirin. So, hearing what you've said just now, again, it reminds me back to what you said about companies taking care of employees' mental health. So, Ms. Azrin, as someone who specializes in management, right? Is there a solution that companies can take to help employees take care of their own mental health?
Okay, one of the things I think that companies or superiors or your bosses can actually do is, right, it's also looking out for telltale signs, right? If you look, if you see that your employee is actually struggling, if they tell you that they can't cope, attend to it, right? Because people come with different baggages. They've got different problems. They've got different sets of, problems. So if they tell you, listen, and as I said, listen, when you talk about listening, it's not only through, with your ears, but it's also with your eyes and with your heart and with feelings. Have some empathy, right? The other thing that employers can actually do probably is to have, we used to have it like teh tarik sessions. And when you have these sessions, the thing is try to minimize red tapes. Be open with your employees. Let them talk. Let them get their points across. Let them get their views across. Right? Don't shoot them down immediately. Okay? So yeah. So that's my 2 cents. Maybe Ms. Shireen would have something more substantial. She's a professional here.
Yeah, I was about to ask Ms. Shirin about that. So Ms. Shirin, we discussed about the ways an employee can take care of his or her own mental health, right? Whether it being through exercise or spending time with their loved ones. What are other ways that an employee can do instead of those two?
Well, the points that have been touched on, those are actually what I normally focus on, because exercise is great, and really listening, creating that safe and offer screening sessions for your employees. So you're letting them know if you think that something is going on, and maybe you're not comfortable in talking to, me as in if I'm the boss, right? Maybe an employee doesn't want to talk to their boss about it. Link up with centers, with organizations where your employees can get a free screening. So for example, I offer that to many organizations, and what the employees then like is, you care about me. As an organization, you gave me that. They're not obligated to, but they thought, hey, especially with the pandemic, right? A lot of employees needed it, and then they felt happy that it's complimentary, and then they know what's going on. So knowing gives you power, because you can say, hey, I haven't been eating, I haven't been sleeping, I'm irritated, but you might not know what's going on. So as soon as you know it's because your stress levels or anxiety or depression are elevated, and then you also have the tools of what to do, that's going to help. So the first thing that I always encourage...
Instagram profile where you can actually get a free session with you, right?
Yes, that's right. So a free screening session. And just as a takeaway, of course we all have those days where we're feeling low or irritated, but you really want to become aware, has it been going on for more than 2 weeks? So if someone says, hey, for 2 weeks, a month or so on, I've been feeling, this change in me, that's the red flag.
Let's imagine a worst case scenario where the company does not really care about the mental health being of its employees. Ms. Azrina, what course of action would you recommend to the employee who is facing that problem?
Are you trying to put me in hot soup? Well, actually, it's going back to what I said just now. If you don't, let's say the organization is not taking care of my mental health, and I know that I'm spiraling, and I know that I'm not there, right? I'm going down the drain. What I would do is I'll probably take unpaid leave, right? Unpaid leave, take a break maybe, maybe a couple of weeks. I've done that, and I'm very lucky to have my dean, who's also very supportive. In fact, when I actually applied for the leave, we've got to give a reason of why we want. That was it. It's true. It's what I needed. I needed to get away. I needed to get away from my laptops. I needed to get away from from a lot of things. I just needed to get away. So if, let's say, the organization or your superior is not giving you that opportunity, you've got to take you've got to take matters in your own hands. Take leave, take annual leave, take unpaid leave if you have to. Then, of course, you'll probably ask me, okay, what happens if you can't afford to take unpaid leave? Work around it, right? Because, as I said, if you don't take care of yourself, no one else will.
Thank you, Ms. Azrina. Now, to be true with ourselves, we can't lie to ourselves. If we feel stressed out, we need to be honest with ourselves. We can't lie to ourselves and say, we can do this if we can. Okay, so going back to that, Ms. Shirin, what are the factors that can cause an employee to feel stressed at work?
Great question. So I'd say it's the work-life boundaries. I hear this all the time that, work ends at 5, but boss or supervisor still keeps messaging or asks them to work 5. Okay, they're not paying you for that overtime, so why are you working for free? And it's just that realization that they go, you're right, I am working for free, and why should I? It's just about setting the boundaries. And what you're gonna realize is the only reason why it happens is because a lot of people accept it. They accept the texting on your personal WhatsApp number from companies, but that's your personal number, right? So once you've checked out from work, let's say you're having dinner with your family, you open your WhatsApp, common, we all use it to communicate with each other, and there you see something from your boss. Do you think you're gonna wait to open it? No, you're gonna read it, it's gonna be on your mind all night, you might pull out your laptop to get started on it. So you've left work, but you really haven't left work. So get clear in boundaries. Set those boundaries. If you need to leave a work WhatsApp group, maybe get a different number so that that's a work number and it doesn't interfere with your personal life. Normally, a lot of people are hesitant to set the boundaries because they say, but what if I have, consequences from it? You really have to start looking at that again. Who's going to care for you if you don't care for yourself? How are you going to get that personal time if you never set the boundaries? So when it comes to that word, right, selfish, sometimes we have to be selfish so that we can really prioritize our mental health.
Can I add something there?
Sure.
Actually, what you just said, Ms. Shireen, is absolutely right. During this MCO, during the pandemic, you start seeing people messaging at very odd hours, right? Weekends, at night, and stuff like that. And that has actually looking at my phone, and receiving messages and stuff like that. And yes, like you said, you'll be tempted to actually scroll, and that kind of message will be in your head when you sleep. And I've had nightmares. So what I did was I set that boundary. I actually said that, okay, weekends, I'm not going to look at any work messages, right? And I stopped looking at work messages or work-related messages at 6 o'clock. Right, at night, that's it. But even I do give my numbers to my students, right? Because it's easier for them to contact me. I told them 9 to 6 only, right? Anytime after that, I'm not going to reply. What happens is this: they can't say no. They're afraid to say no. So if you can't do it, if it's too much for you, if it's overwhelming for you, say it. People are not going to know. People are not going to understand if you don't tell them.
Speaking of setting boundaries, right? Let's imagine a situation where the employee has insecurity of himself or herself. So saying no might be something that he or she might not be able to do. What would be the best course of action for this employee so that he or she can start?
If you have an issue with saying no, it probably goes down to inner child wounds. Because think about it, as a child, if we were always taught, say yes, there's never an acceptable moment for you to say no. As an adult, of course, you're going to find it very difficult to say no. So the first step in how to start saying no, start saying no. You're going to be so uncomfortable when you start it, but over time you'll get really comfortable with it. But you have to start.
Yes, that's very true, Ms. Shireen. I had a friend, because she's afraid to say no, and one of the reasons why she's afraid to say no, going back to what you said, is actually insecurity. So when we talk about insecurity, I actually ask her, why didn't you just say no? She would say that, okay, I'm a junior staff, number one. Number two, she said, I'm not confirmed. So there's that insecurity that is constantly lingering, and that's the reason that she doesn't actually say no.
Again, let's imagine a hypothetical situation where, when we talk about self-care and selfishness, right? Is there a case where a person talking about, maybe the person said, hey, I'm going to take a few days off work because I want to focus on myself. Can that be an excuse for him or her to be selfish? And if yes, can you describe the situation, if that situation can exist, where the person uses the excuse of mental health, especially employees, you use mental health as an excuse, but actually they're not doing anything with it, they're just being selfish. Is there a situation like that?
So if I understand correctly, it's more of if they really don't need to focus on their mental health, they're doing fine, but then they're saying, hey, I need to take these days off for my mental health,
yes.
Right? Unfortunately, these situations do happen, and not just with mental health. There are a lot of people who, from a perspective of, if all the people decide to abuse it, then we just put a full stop to everyone. Because a lot of people do need it, they're not abusing it. It just comes down to companies being able to manage. If your staff has taken time off, you should still have a plan on how to run without that staff. And if you don't, you're probably understaffed.
Shireen can give to the employees who are facing problems regarding their mental health at work. So maybe you guys can give an advice for those who are suffering this problem at work.
So I would just say always be vocal about it to who your supervisor or your boss is, because if they don't know, they're not going to be able to help you. And a lot of times HR, that's your best friend, right? Start to communicate these things, see what can be done to help you through it. And if you need to book a session, a screening session, reach out, book a session.
That speaking of HR, usually employees are scared to go up to HR. Am I correct to actually say that I have a problem? So always find people within the department or within the unit who you can talk to. Have a close-knit group, have friends who you can actually talk to. So that's what I did, and I have a couple of friends whom whom I really am very, very close to, professionally, personally. So we do talk things out. So I think that's very important. And one other important thing, I think on a personal level, this is what I've done as well, because I've gone through quite a number of feeling positive about yourself and telling yourself that, you're thankful for certain things. So this is what I tell my students as well. Have a journal where you actually write all the things that you're thankful for, and it can be little things. It doesn't have to be big achievements. It doesn't have to be something that's huge. It can be little things. It can be then, the time I woke up yesterday. So that could be your achievement for the day. So be thankful, and it's not about being thankful and you just uttering it and say, okay, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for that, oh, I'm thankful. No, when you write it down, right, it's different. The feeling is absolutely different, and make sure that you can see it, right? That's for you. So self-gratitude is the other thing that I've done as well.
So there you go, folks. From what I summarized from today's session is that always be true to yourself, find creative ways to seek help, and always find a way to appreciate the little things, maybe through journals or maybe even exercise. Now, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much to the speakers for sharing their insights for our topic for today.
Thank you.
And on behalf of Career Fair 2022, we would like to thank all of you for watching our session. Also, don't forget to watch our upcoming session throughout the week, so as there will be more interesting topics that will be discussed by other speakers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what an informative and insightful session that was. Thank you to both our lovely and beautiful guest speakers. In fact, every single point brought forward by Ms. Shireen and Ms. Azrina, both our speakers, were very, very true. And I loved when Ms. Azrina mentioned that it is vital to learn how to say no. It's something I should learn, actually. Right, because personally, I am someone who genuinely believes that it is essential to take care of our mental health.
Yes, correct.
Because good mental health, it directly associates with productivity in the long run, especially in all aspects of life. What do you think, Cheryl?
Yeah, actually, I do agree with what you said just now, and I have also personally have taken out some points from what Ms. Shirin has said just now. Putting our need first for ourselves is not being selfish. So that's the most important thing that we all need to know, because we are been working so hard. Even we are a student, right? We are working for events, we are having our assignments and everything, but taking a break, for example, for ourselves is not considered being selfish, right? And also one more thing that Miss Azrina has shared just now is she do a lot of deep breathing exercises, and she also did some yoga. So I think all of these things we can find easily on the internet. So ladies and gentlemen, you can go and surf on how you can do these exercises in order to maintain your mental health state, so that it won't go that bad lah, I would say, right?
Agree, Cheryl. I think at the end of the day, we should just make sure that our work and responsibilities isn't too overwhelming for us, that to the extent that it would affect our mental health. Thank you so much, Cheryl. So now we would like to invite our Director of MMU Career Fair 2022, Mr. Brian, to present a token of appreciation to our VIP guests. Please welcome our guest speakers, Ms. Shireen Oli. Thank you, Ms. Shireen. Next, can we have
All right, thank you so much to both our distinguished speakers. And now we would like to request Mr. Brian, the Director of MMU Career Fair 2022, to remain standing as we are going to proceed with the next token of appreciation. And with that, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Wong Eng Kiong, the Vice President of Student Experience and Entrepreneurship Development, to come to the stage. To all of our distinguished speakers and also our VIP. And all right, Puvi, and
Yes,
also ladies
Shahril.
and gentlemen, on behalf of the MMU Career Fair 2022 organizing committees, we would like to take this opportunity to extend our gratitude to our platinum, gold and silver sponsors, as well as our partner companies for sponsoring and making this event a successful one.
Not yet, MMU Career Fair 2022. Do not worry, it is not too late. So for those of you who are yet to register, feel free to head over to our Instagram account at MMU Career Fair _Cyberjaya and click on the link we provided on the bio to get yourself registered, because we assure you that this whole week, this whole period is filled with engaging forum sessions, sharing sessions, lucky draws, and most importantly, you get to meet the representatives of well-established companies throughout Malaysia.
Oh my God. I'm so excited to meet all those companies because I'm going to start my internship this May. So I hope I could find
Good
one
luck,
from this career
Shahril.
fair.
Good luck.